It is Monday morning, June the 23rd. Rise and shine, rise and shine. This is Coffee Talk. We get together 7 days a week, chat about what's going on in the world of weather. It is so apparently I said January yesterday. Like, how do you confuse what's going on right now with January? I don't know the answer to that. But okay, so I did it. My bad. June, 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 June. And almost like Mother Nature saying it's June, we've got something to look at in the tropics. Thankfully, this is not a threat to us whatsoever. This is Invest 90. Okay, there's Bermuda. There's the system outside of Bermuda. It is not any kind of, I mean, to put it into perspective, there it is. Okay, kind of top right corner. Here we are there. It's not in Florida. It's not going to be coming to Florida. Nothing like that. But there's something to talk about tropically. So we'll discuss this, the development percentages and all that fun stuff coming up a little bit later on Coffee Talk. But first, let's just kind of get an idea. The top weather stories here locally, temperatures are cranking up. It's getting hotter and hotter today, next couple of days. And then rain chances start to increase. Good times. Here's a look at the overall rain chances the next couple of days. Pretty low. And because of that, we bring up the temperatures. 94 today, 93 on Wednesday, 93 degrees on Thursday. But the overall setup is that high pressure is sitting over top. And basically, with high pressure, the air sinks, it compresses, and then it gets hot. You like my drawings? I know. So anything that kind of tries to develop along the East Coast, like shower-wise, it'll quickly move inland and eventually set up along the West Coast. And a really good way to visualize this, of course, is by checking out our Futurecast model. So let's just get an idea of our rain chances for today. This is our rapid update Futurecast model. Looking good for Coffee Talk. I mean, let's pause and check it on our live first warning Doppler. Okay. All right, so it's nice and quiet. Can confirm. All right, back to Futurecast. Rolling through time. There's the East Coast sea breeze already starting 11 o'clock. Notice it's kind of starved of moisture, so we'll have the clouds, but a few of them moving inland. Then a few sprinkles around 1, 2, 3 working out west, and then hanging along the west coast around 5 o'clock or so. All right, so that's kind of where we're at. Couple of opportunities there to see some showers, but overall today's rain coverage is pretty low. Let's look at the 7-day forecast to put it together, okay? So this morning, quiet. Today, only a 30% coverage of a few passing showers. Tomorrow, Wednesday, same idea. Only a couple of popcorn showers. Then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we really change the pattern. Thus, we allow more thunderstorms back into the setup. Okay, we'll talk more about that in a little bit. First, let's just dial in, see what's doing on our Tower Cam network, and we're going to look live at 4 shots. All right, top left, downtown Orlando. How pretty is this morning, y'all? I had a friend send me a picture from the rocket launch, the Atlas 5 over along the Space Coast. Man, how pretty. Downtown Orlando, 79 degrees, 81 New Smyrna Beach. Definitely a little warmer there along the shoreline. Tourist District, Swan, Dolphin, Sky. Is it the Sky? I don't know why I'm having like a mental block. Is it the Skyliner? That's what it's called, right? Not to be confused with Starliner. That's where I was. Okay. And the Kennedy Space Center looking lovely as well this morning. So it's a clear sky. It is so pretty. It is so pretty. I love mornings like this so much. All right, so here's where we go for today. Rain chances staying low, temperatures cranking up a little bit. We're going to be okay. Here's our high temperatures today: 92 in Orlando, 92 in Sanford, 93 in the Villages, 94 degrees in Ocala. No matter where you are in Central Florida, it is looking like it's a good day. Lots of people wanting to head over to the beaches. If you're doing that, moderate risk of rip currents, water temperatures mid-ish to upper-ish 70s. Yeah, I mean, it looks really, really great. We've got some soccer over at Camping World. Looks like a good one. Just a couple of clouds over top of us if you're heading out to Epcot today. Lower 90s, heading over to Epic today. 90s, yeah. All right. All right. So that's the 7-day forecast. Let's chat about it. Any questions, comments, concerns? Otherwise, we can jump in and see what's doing in the tropics because there's something out there. We kind of alluded to it off the top of the broadcast. We'll dial into that a little bit. Yeah. Nice clear view of the launch this morning, Jan says. Love that so much. Is it going to be hot today? Tim's asking. Not as hot as tomorrow, but not as hot as yesterday. Not as hot as tomorrow. Sorry. Copyright police are going to come at me, aren't they? All right. I'm going to give you another 10 seconds. Did you fix the 7-day coastal forecast? I haven't been at work in a couple days, so I don't know. I saw you mention that to me. Here's the thing, though. I got to talk to Tony about an automation thing. If he's tweeting at the wrong time, then it's not going to work out. So I don't know. All right, coastal 7-day forecast. Storm coverage for you along the beaches going up as well. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, the copyright police are going after similar sounds. Well, I'm so tone deaf that perhaps they're not going to be coming after me. That's always a hope. Although my son Eric in the other room, dude has perfect pitch. Like I feel like I need to somehow embrace his musicality and really dive into it. Yeah. All right. Questions about the 7-day? We good? Along the coast, we're good. Inland, we're good. Yeah. We good? Are we good? Okay. All right. Let's talk a little bit about the tropics. So we do have something. How about that? This is Invest 90, first actual invest of the season. It's not a tropical depression. It's not a tropical storm. It's not a hurricane, but we've got something out past Bermuda. Okay. Now, that said, the development there is a pretty decent level, right? Funny, you're tone deaf being a musician. Maybe I was teasing. I don't think I'm actually tone deaf. I just think I like to tease and pick on myself a little bit. So I don't actually think I'm that bad. Eric, though, my son, perfect pitch. Like, it just comes so easy to him. I need to harbor that. I need to teach that. Michelle says, my son has perfect pitch too. Definitely get him some music lessons. He would love it. Yeah, I need to do that. Got some other stuff working on right now, but I digress. All right. So 70% high chance of tropical development. There's like a narrow window here where something could get going. If it goes during that, awesome. If it doesn't go during that, no harm, no foul. Debbie, how do you know he has perfect? Of course, the teacher would ask that. I mean, it's scary how if it's not perfect, I was a musician for years. I've got an ear, and it's just scary how spot on it is. If he's not perfect, he's darn close. Jamie says maybe we get a named storm by the end of June. Yeah, it's possible. First name on the list, by the way, would be Andrea. So we've got that there. When it comes to the first storm of the season, we've had no named storms. So this is the quietest start for a hurricane season since 2014. Average first name storm is June 20th. So we're definitely running behind the curve as far as that goes. Okay. So what happens here? What are the models showing? Let's pop up the American GFS model, just kind of get an idea of where we're going with this, okay? I'm going to switch the view for just a second. IV, of course. Basin. We got to go wide. Pressure anomaly. Okay. Oh, do we not have anything Western? Do I have? That's Eastern tropical. Hold on. I got to find. Because that's too close. Nope. Oh, you are annoying. So this is the best view I guess I have. So you've got the big Bermuda high. It's kind of more of a just a North Atlantic high. Right there though, for like a moment in time today, model data is saying that it could tighten up. So there's like a window today where it could tighten up. Frank says you said 2019 was the last time we didn't have one in June. So yes. Okay, so we need to let's pause. So my brother Frank says you've mentioned 2019 was the last time we didn't have one in June. Correct. But in 2019 we had one in May. So to not have one in May or June, you have to go back to 2014. That's just to ease the confusion there. Okay, because that's a very good question. All right, everybody's asking about the pronunciation. All right, hold on. NHC. I'll go to the website. Tropical cyclone names pronunciation guide. Okay. So, and I'll put this on the screen so that everybody can look at the pronunciation guide with me. Stand by. This is the National Hurricane Center pronunciation guide. Okay? So, if ever a question, there you go. Andrea is the pronunciation. Andrea. Barry. Chantal. Dexter. Aaron. Aaron. There you go. In case you're curious, this is all published on the National Hurricane Center website. There you go. Andrea. Okay, anyway. So there's like a very narrow window of it developing. All right? Right? Like right there, like through this morning. Okay? Um I mean, truth be told, it's not like it's looking wickedly anything. It's moving away also. It is important to note, like, there it goes. It's pulling away, so that's not a big concern. But, it's something to watch. Let's see. Give me a second. I think it's probably too early. Let's look. If I do that, it's been a while since I've gone in here. Tropical stats. Okay, give me a second. Hold on. If I do this, see, it's like it's losing its convection. Let me go to a more sensitive color. Let me tweak the color table a little bit here. Okay. I mean, you can definitely see its spin, right? Like, let's back up. You can see the spin. It's lacking in a decent convection at the it looks like it's losing convection. So there's that. Let's see that. Let me just try and switch and see if the visible is available. IR, northern hemisphere, IR 2 kilometer. So this would be visible. Goes east. Let me try and dial up the visible. Not sure if it's going to. It's going in its buffering data, so give it a second. I mean, it's not anything significant. Last 6 hours will do last like 3 hours. Do. And we'll put the. All right, we'll do file save as. Standby. B, that's fine. And then we'll do A for the infrared. This is the stuff that I always do off the air that you just don't see. But you can see like the visible is clearly higher resolution than the infrared. The visible is a much better product. File, save as, and we'll do A. Yeah, I know. Okay. All right. So anyway, we've got the data there. Yeah, I mean it's there's not a ton of convection there, but here it is. Tim says my grandson is officially a coffee talk nerd, eating and watching this morning. He said, "That's Mr. Eric. Hey, how are you, buddy? Good morning." So anyway, yeah, it's something. It's something to watch, but first little area to watch this season. So that's kind of interesting. All right, back over to the model. So that's it. There's a chance that it gets upgraded today. Not a significant one, but one nonetheless. All right, we'll come back over here and we'll just look at what's going on across this area. Visible sat is always impressive. You should do a segment on how far we've progressed in satellite and radar resolution over the years. Oh yeah, yeah, that would be a good one. All right. Little Caglo, Central America. Let's see. Still with the Pacific. Now, this is interesting. It's like an old front here around July 4th, north of us, but look how the GFS is trying to lower pressure. Could be something. William, good morning to you. Good morning. All right, so there's that. Let's look at the European. Again, the European, there's July 4th. The European, like the American GFS, trying to bubble something up off the coast of the Carolinas. You see it right there? Closed low. Could see something off the East Coast there. Carolinas, not a huge concern for us. Euro AI, just because we're in here in the database. July 4th, Euro AI trying to show an area of low pressure. So, to me, around July 4th, I'd be watching off the coast of the Carolinas, right? But for now, the only thing that we're watching is going to be this area of low pressure past Bermuda, right? There it is, visible satellite presentation, infrared satellite. Yeah, I mean it's losing convection, but it's still got that counterclockwise spin. So there's definitely something there. Does it get upgraded today? Maybe. Maybe not. Not a huge indicator. Matt's asking, can we BSR today? Sure. Look, we got it's 8:19. We got 11 minutes. Why not? All right, BSR. Let me get this set up. Model maps interact. So the BSR is a teleconnection that we use mostly during the winter time, but at least we can use it during the summertime on a more broad stroke basis. Let me get my calendar here because I have to do some quick math. All right, right there. Texas, Louisiana. What is that? Let me do some quick math. Stand by. So, like June 29th, June 29th may have a sneaky low in the Gulf. Somebody write that down, June 29th. Sneaky low Gulf question mark? Doesn't look like anything significant, but might have like a little sneaky low develop. So June 29th. Somebody write that down. That way when we get there, if it happens, um, you can point it out. There's a low off of the coast of the Carolinas there. That's July 1st, 2nd, 3rd. So that low off the coast of the Carolinas, that may be that low that we were talking about off the coast of the Carolinas. All right. That's like a good severe weather setup. Not tropical, but that's like a good severe weather setup for the deep south around July 6th, 7th, 8th. And then if we go beyond into the modeling, that would still show the Pacific very hot around then. Yeah, it keeps it pretty quiet through the end. That's like the end of July. It would keep it pretty quiet. So interesting. Interesting. The teleconnection does not have anything, at least at the moment, the teleconnection does not have anything significant showing up through the end of July. So there you go. All right. Questions, comments, concerns? Anything at all? Sneaky low. We got a sneaky low in the Gulf, perhaps, and then we've got that area around July 4th off the coast of the Carolinas moving away. A couple little areas to watch. Matt says nothing is good, but August, September will be a wild ride. That's the problem, right? We know that they're going to be busy months. Absolutely busy. Yep. Yeesh, McGeesh. All right. Questions, comments, concerns? Did we get a Campeche yet? I'm drinking my brew anyway. Oh yeah, Jeannie Rowan. If not, Campeche. Where's the rain in Melbourne? Kept saying last night after 6 p.m. news we were going to get some and never came. Well, I wasn't on the air at 6, so I don't know what was said. I can tell you this much though. The pattern does not favor the East Coast right now. I said that the last time I was on the air was Saturday morning. That's what I said. Same thing here. So yeah. How does one spell Yeesh McGeesh? I believe, Kelly, you succeeded. All right. Questions, comments, concerns? Yeah, Yukon, it's going to be a pattern shift. And here's why you're not getting the rain. I mean, just look at the wind direction, right? It's my band. You've got this easterly fetch. So what happens is, remember, high pressure's up north, winds around high pressure rotate clockwise. So you can see those teeny tiny little arrows. It's pushing everything in, which means anything that develops along the east coast wants to scoot inland and eventually end up on the west coast. That's the pattern that we're in right now. And we can zoom in just to make it that much more like easy to read. There's the winds. So the sea breeze is going to follow that wind. So it'll form here, and then it'll build and build and build and build and thunderstorm. That's the pattern that we're in right now. Right? Yeah. That's where we're at. Matt says the sky's been so nice and blue, the dust is gone. Yeah, we did some work yesterday. Got to share. Alex Alisi was in the airplane yesterday. Spent the entire day in the airplane yesterday doing some work. It's my buddy. My back audio jacks in the airplane were not working, so got a new audio panel, and the guy that put it in did not connect the back audio jack. So anyway, so there's Alex. I don't know, can it focus? Is it going to focus? Of course it's not going to focus. Anyway, there he is. Set, helping wire it up and so anyway, went up for a flight and it was stormy, but it was beautifully clear. So yeah. Barb says we miss Al. I miss Alex. I saw him yesterday and I miss Alex. I love that man. Yeah. Yeah. Justin, I'm sorry if you've covered this already, but am I crazy for thinking the evenings have been unseasonably pleasant the last few nights? It's because the East Coast sea breeze pushes through, dropping those temperatures a little bit, making it feel better. So yeah. Tim, poor Alex's jeans full of holes. We need to get that guy a job. Working on it. Working on it. Working on it. But yeah, no, Justin, you're not wrong at all. It's been feeling amazing at night. Absolutely. Yeah. Dropping subs. Yeah. Yeah. No, we're not doing it. It's just so the people in the back can wear the headsets and talk. The guy that put it. Let's not talk about that project. Okay. All right. Any other questions, comments, concerns? Puts out fires on the internet. Yeah. Alex is a renaissance man. Alex does everything. I love that man more than I should. I love that man. What can I say? I love that man. Did you see Cindy's pic with Shell? I didn't see it. No, Debbie, I didn't. I missed it. Matt, we should chat, buddy. Yeah. Hey, Oliver, jack of all trades and a master of none. You know what? I kind of feel like that's my goal in life for myself as well. Yeah. No, Barb. No. Can you see the F. Dot cam on Conway Road? I don't have it like here. Maybe eventually. The only thing I do is post insane comments online. That's my special skill. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Jeff Bromance, you know, you know, you know. All right. Is that all we got today? Now, I'll tell you, I'm on Sunrise the rest of the week. So we're going to be doing coffee talk from the studio. Um, doing the field trip stuff as I go around, running around doing the weather. So that'll be tomorrow, the rest of the week. Tracking the tropics tomorrow at 10 a.m. with WJCL Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Nelson. Yeah. Otherwise, it's going to be a great morning. It's going to be a great day. Rain chances dropping. All right. So again, just one last check. Rising rain chances Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but next couple of days are looking real nice. Real nice. Yukon. What? No Kellyanne? Woman needs a vacation. Right? We all get vacation time. And we have to, as a weather team, we have to take care of each other. So there you go. The ghosted woman. I love getting to see you in the studio. Field trip. We're going to do it. We're going to do the field trips. We're going to do them. Okay? All right, listen. Be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you for hanging out for Coffee Talk. I'll see you guys and gals tomorrow. Sound good? All right.